very first thing I will actually say is you don't have to do anything.
Mm.
And we believe somehow that we suddenly have to jump into the sort of the business and the processing of someone's passing. And one of the things I learned through this experience is that you actually can move much, much slower than you think. And in fact, in many cases, it's to your advantage to move much, much slower. And I'll tell you a story that taught me this very quickly, which is in my mind, I being the type A person, I think I downloaded something that was like, what do you do when someone dies? And it's a checklist. And one of the first things it said is inform the credit bureaus so that no one effectively steals the identity of the person who's passed and starts to open credit cards, et cetera. It sounds very scary. And so I did it. I'm a Girl Scout. I was like, oh, this first thing on the list, I got to go do the thing. The minute I did that, literally in the same minute, all of my credit cards were shut down because it turned out I'd had these cards with Andy for 20 years of marriage, and it turned out that I was a card holder, not a credit holder. I didn't even know there was a difference. I didn't even understand there was a difference. So I went from suddenly having credit card ability to spend to it being immediately shut down as soon as I informed the bureaus. Now, luckily, I had a personal card that I hadn't used in years, and that's what got me through. But what I learned later is that is legally what they have to do. As soon as they're informed of someone's death, they have to shut it down. I didn't have access anymore even to past statements. I mean, it was a mess. And in retrospect, what I've learned is I didn't have to tell them right away. I could have, taken a few weeks or months even, and gotten myself a little bit more in order. So that was the first lesson. The first thing I did, and also the first lesson I'd like to pass on to people is you don't have to move as quickly as you think you do. And it's actually far better to stop if you can and have someone else who's not in the situation, a friend, a sibling, someone, really sit and think through what is the financial situation? What is the situation of the decisions that need to be made in the next few weeks and months, and then start to work through what the actions are you have to take. I was in action mode within days, and that I didn't need to be.